Guys, I fear I have some very bad news to share with all of you. It really pains me to tell you that I had to get my extensions removed, and I feel like half a person. It's only been a couple of times that I've gotten my nails done. I don't know how to live with that anymore. I don't know who I was before my beautiful nails. I feel like a part of my character has been snatched away from me. And, with those nails, I still feel like such an it girl. I feel like I am the moment. I am the main character. I mean, SAB I am, but with those nails, I can't. Anyways, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I hope you all have been having a great year so far, or month, or week, or day, whatever you please. I just want all of you to be really happy. And you know what? Since I started my little rant on the topic of feeling like an it girl, I think that's a nice plug into what I wanted to talk about in today's episode. Anyone who knows me knows how much I love certain movie characters, certain fictional characters actually. And I feel like it's not just me, a lot of people around me, in fact, probably everyone I know, has that couple of comfort fictional characters, whether that's in a book, whether that's in a TV show or a movie or whatever it is, there's always that one fictional existence that adds a little bit of relatability, a little bit of comfort, or just a sense of affinity in your life that makes you feel good about yourself or just feel good in general, I guess, even if it's a sad character that you want to relate to. And this is actually inspired by one series that I randomly came across on YouTube. And that was, I think it was called the It Girl playlist or It Girl playbook. I'll look it up and I'll tag it in the little box. So they were talking about these mainstream It girls in Hollywood movies like Elle Woods, Regina George, so on and so forth. And I thought that's such a cool way of decoding how we can learn from their lives, from their experiences, or just the way that they are in general. Especially as women, I think it's so aspirational to see just certain characters overcome hardships and be a woman in the truest sense without changing who they truly are, without changing the core of who they are, without compromising on their character, their integrity, and just, have a great time while doing it. I mean, of course, it's not easy, but they make it look easy. That's why we feel so good looking at them. So, yeah, I came across that series and I thought, why not do something like that? But do it for Bollywood it girls. Because I love Bollywood. And, you know, there's already a lot of content on Hollywood it girls. It's already been talked about a lot. I don't think there's enough content talking about it girls in Bollywood. Like fictional characters, I mean. Fictional characters that have been really monumental, that have influenced fashion, that have influenced culture, like pop culture, music, makeup, I don't know, everything. Just influenced all of our minds. And whether we like to admit it or not, we have looked up to them and wanted to be like them at some point in our lives. To kick off the series, Decoding Bollywood It Girls, I feel like it's only fair that I start with one of my personal favorites, which is the character Dimple from Mere Brother Ki Dulhan, played beautifully by Katrina Kaif. I think that character was all I wanted to be when I was growing up. In fact, I refuse to believe that there was any girl that would look at her and not want to be like her. I just refuse to believe that because she was the epitome of coolness, of just living life as you please to the fullest, to your heart's desire, and not giving a single fuck about what people have to say about it. And you know what? Surprisingly, as I grow up, I realized that I am turning into her, or, just my trajectory, my personal development, my personal growth has kind of mirrored her character development. throughout the storyline. But, anyways, this is not about me. Like, starting off from that one entry shot when Dunki begins playing in the background, the rock star persona, the electric guitar, the smoky eyed makeup, the outfits. Oh my god, the outfits throughout the movie. Not just that one song, throughout the entire movie. To die for. And you know what? I've actually tried to recreate so many of them and epically failed, but again, not about me. I feel like she had such a strong presence as that character, and obviously, it was different in the first half from how it looked in the second half. But I love how centered she was throughout the whole film. Even though she had this really loud exterior, this quote unquote modern persona, she was such a simple person at heart. Like, she never wished any ill upon anyone, and she just wanted to live life on her own terms, the way she pleased, without really getting into any kind of mess or chaos, just, doing life as she pleases. Of course, one can argue that, she was quite the rebel, especially in the first half, when the whole throwback thing happens, when they're showing the college scenes with the, invading Agra fort to have a concert, the genie in the bus ki tanki and everything. I feel like a lot of it might come off as unnecessary, but she was in college. So everyone has fun in college, and as they should, honestly. When I look at that character as a woman or just as a member of the audience, obviously on the face of it, you feel drawn towards that character for the exterior of it. The fun, party going, concert going, you know, rebellion side of her. Obviously, because it's more fun on the face of it. But somehow you stay connected with that character through till the end because she has that clean heart. Because she's just so honest and upfront about it. In fact, even unapologetic. You just end up feeling that connect with her through till the end. Even though she has to make some tough decisions, like especially when she had to choose between two brothers, especially when she was engaged to one of those brothers. I feel like at no point does she second guess what she wants, because it's so clear from her, it's so clear from within her ki no, this is what I want. Not once does she feel guilty ke, oh, now that I'm engaged to love, even though I have feelings for Kush, there's no doubt there. Another thing that is really simplified in Dimple's character, other than the fact that, she just listens to her heart, is how comfortable she is with upholding boundaries. Like, that one scene when they're all in Agra and some guy is hitting on her because he met her at a party expecting that, oh, this will be an easy hit or whatever. She just says no. And in fact, she ends up smashing the guy around. But you know what? That should happen to people who don't understand the concept of boundaries. Rounding up on the third, and I feel like this is the most significant part of her journey, I feel like her transition from this rebellious college student to someone who's wanting to settle down, in fact, someone who's willing to be a traditional housewife, that's actually quite surprising. Because nowhere in the movie does she talk about being excessively ambitious or, wanting to be very independent post she gets married. She's just like, yeah, I just want to get married to this guy who, quote unquote, is a good package. I want to move to London, have kids, and, have a good, comfortable life. And a little subtext here, right before the song Chu Mantar comes, I feel like she realizes the kind of life that she's signing up for, the kind of responsibilities she's going to have. And I feel like there's also a sense of acceptance that, yes, that part of my life, that rebellious, party going side, is something that's a thing of the past. Obviously, she needed those 48 hours to just let loose before her marriage. It's like, oh, before I'm a married woman, I just want to live life freely again. And she's comfortable with that. Like, she's not once does she crib about that, oh my god, I'm going to lose my freedom. Oh my god, I'm not going to have that kind of independence or whatever. And you know what? she was not going to lose that freedom at all, because even if she had even if she had ended up with love as a husband, I feel like the two of them would have had a blast. In fact, underrated opinion, one fictional couple that I feel all of us have been cheated out of is the Love ka character and Dimple ka character as a couple. I know Kush and Dimple, whatever, blah, 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 they fell in love. What a balance. He is the calm one, she's the crazy one. They balance each other out. But if you think about it, Ali Zafar's character, Love, and Katrina Kaif, first, they make a very good pair. Like, just like physically very attractive pair. Second, because she's born and raised in London, she's lived there for a while. She has that accent. He lives in London. Again, it would have been a perfect match that way. Like, because it just makes sense. It just makes sense. Yeah, I guess the two of them would have made such a fun couple. I just feel like we've been robbed of that fictional couple, of that fictional opportunity to see both of them together. That's my underrated opinion that literally nobody asked for. A lot of people would really claim that this Dimple character is a bit over the top, which I agree with, because yeah, she is at certain points, more than a few actually. But that's what makes her her, I guess. She never apologizes for herself. She never second guesses herself. She never even tries to explain that, oh, I am the way I am because XYZ. No. And in fact, her parents, God bless them, they are aware of this and they just accept her for the way that she is. And I guess that's beautiful because she never breaks their trust either. So I'm sure that kind of an understanding has come with that mutual exchange of respect for each other. I absolutely appreciate the sense of self love, the kind of self acceptance, and just the kind of maturity that she grows into through the course of the movie, even though that immaturity comes up in flares. But ultimately, she does things the right way, even though part of her wanted to go crazy or like run away or whatever. She does end up making the right choice. So, yeah, this was part one of Decoding It Girls Bollywood Edition Wala series. I don't know. I haven't named it yet, but I guess that's what I'm going to call it. And let me know what character you want me to talk about in the next one in this series. I would love to hear feedback on this and in general, actually. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'll see you in the next one.